past self, future self here with a completely different type of video than what I'm planning to make on this channel, but I've wanted to say a bit about this topic for a while. There's a lot of advice out there about trans femme voice training, but I've seen people latch onto the first thing they hear to first focus on raising the larynx, also known as the voice box, not raising the pitch. And some people seem to extrapolate that pitch doesn't make a big difference at all, and then they get discouraged, not knowing where to go next, not knowing that they have a huge new range of voices open to them. While it's true that raising the larynx is a necessary first step for me to reach a feminine voice I'm happy with, that alone gets me to a rough voice that I don't like for myself, which you'll hear in a moment. If you've raised your larynx and you don't like the sound of your voice, I hope this video might help. That said, I'm actually hoping to make videos teaching about geometry, graphics, programming, and maybe music on this channel. It's mostly unrelated to this topic, but I suppose music is a little relevant, as you'll see. I'm going to demonstrate several different voices for you in this video to try to illustrate how raising the larynx and raising the pitch relate to each other. I'll start with singing voices, just since it makes it much clearer what's going on. The following is me singing a G major scale with my baritone chest voice.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I can't go much higher very easily in this voice. Now, my baritone head voice up an octave.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
My larynx was still down, but you can hear how it has a completely different sound to it, and I'm able to go a full octave higher. I often sing baritone partway between fully chest voice and fully head voice, since chest voice can be too booming, and head voice can be difficult to clearly sustain. The head voice has a higher pitch range than the chest voice, but still sounds somewhat masculine. This is going to sound completely different, but it's my alto chest voice at the exact same pitches as what I sang for my baritone head voice. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My larynx was now up, and yet again a completely different sound, and I really struggled to go lower than that first G with my larynx up, or higher than the final G while staying in my chest voice. Next, my alto head voice up another octave.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Once again, a completely different sound, and this voice, I can do a little bit overlapping with the chest voice range.
Do, ti, la, sol, fa.
I'm still working on being able to smoothly transition between alto chest voice and alto head voice to sing better in the alto range. Either way, raising the larynx up opened up an entire extra octave of pitch range to work with. Next, I'll demonstrate my speaking voices.
This is my masculine presenter voice, with my larynx pushed down, and lots of variation in pitch as I speak.
This is my masculine relaxed voice, with my larynx only partly down and kind of monotone. This is the rough voice that I have when I fully raise my larynx, which raises the bottom of the pitch range, but I also don't make use of the extra higher range now available. It sounds rough, since it's scraping along the very lowest pitches I can reach with my larynx raised. And also phlegm. I have a lot of phlegm. To be clear, I do often sound like this, especially when I'm tired or stressed, since it takes a lot of focus to go the extra step of making use of the new higher range that's available that wasn't there before raising the larynx. I like to think of these two steps as raising the bottom, then raising the top. Finally, this voice I've been trying to use throughout is the feminine voice that I have when I both raise my larynx, raising the bottom,
and also make use of the new higher range available, raising the top. It'll take me practice to habitually do both without needing to focus so much. It's a bit more complicated than just those two things, but I really like the voice I can use when I'm at my best. It'll also take me practice to build volume, since I have less power up here. I find it also helps to have a few reset words for when I find my voice drifting down. Things that I already say a lot or can use as interjections like, okay, alright, anyway, yeah, interesting, or other things like that. Anyway, if you've raised your larynx and you don't like the sound of your voice when you do, try exploring what you can do up there now. And there are all sorts of different things you can try with breathiness and prosody, though be careful not to overdo it and hurt your voice. Of course, the most important thing for you to strive for is for you to be okay with your own voice, and not to feel like it has to be judged on some externally imposed goals. Lots of people sound amazing doing simple things with their voice to make it how they like. This isn't aimed at people who are already happy with their voice. Rock on, y'all. One little bonus tip. If you have the money, I'd recommend trying a microphone with a hardware loopback for headphones, such as an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB Plus, not a sponsor, or an audio interface with the loopback, so that you can hear your voice closer to how other people will hear it while you speak, without the lag of a software loopback. That's pretty much all I can think of to say on this topic for now, but please feel free to discuss in the comments, and hopefully some of you found this useful. As I said, I'll mostly be making videos on other topics here, though I also stream on Twitch as Tony Code Cat, but for now, I gotta go before I break space time.